right, welcome back. So today, 14th of May, Friday, I'm just going to do a really quick video on how to import coin prices, live coin prices, into any Excel sheet that you use, whether it's any of the ones that I've suggested that I use for you to use. Go to luxitam.com, link in the description below. If you use those sheets or any Excel sheet that you create for yourself, for that matter, I'm just going to show. I had a comment where they asked, number one, how do you get a live price coin? How do you get a coin fed into your sheet? That's not in the demo that I include with the downloads that I've provided. And the second question was, how do I convert from USD to Euro? That part I don't know, but I do know how to get the prices in. So let's go over to. All right. So any Excel sheet. You got it here. We're using a blank Excel sheet. I use Microsoft Subscription 365. Whatever Excel version you use, it may be a little bit different on how to navigate to the data part. So right up here on mine, you're going to see here data. Okay, you just hit this right here. Go to data, and then you come over here to the far left. It says Get Data. Drop down from other sources. Tab over from web. Okay, so you're going to have this right here, and just keep it on basic, and it's asking for a URL. The URL that I use is right here. So let's go to CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, live coin prices, World Coin Index. I don't care where you go to get your live coin data. Once you click on an actual coin, let's say Bitcoin, you're on the coin page right here, right now. So what I do is I go up in the URL here, and I just grab the full URL, I copy it, I come back to the Excel sheet, and I paste it in here, and I click OK. Now it's going to take a second. It's going to go in there. It's going to try to get it. And here's the part where you got to be very, and sometimes you have to redo this part because Excel doesn't always connect. Don't be put off by that. Just do the process again till it does. So what you're going to have here is you're going to have all these different options right here. This is the key part. You click Bitcoin price, document. You don't want that. Table 1. You don't want that. On this particular feed, you want to click if it's CoinGecko, they're going to be different. Like if you use CoinMarketCap or live coin prices or World Coin Index, sometimes over here you'll have a little selection called Table 0. Whatever, as you click these, you're not selecting them, you're just one click, and it's popping up a little preview of what's going to be fed into your Google Sheet. What you want to be looking for when you see this over here on the right, as you click this right here, what you want to see is something that looks and resembles this right here, where you get the price, the market cap, the dominance, the trading volume, blah, blah, blah. All this information right here, whatever you click over here that presents you with this over here, you found it. Now click Load. And over here now you're going to see popping over here on the right. You can't see it because, let me do this. See right here? This right here, it's now loaded in. You can X that. It's there. It still stays there. And now you have populated this sheet. Let me go ahead and pump this up. You have populated this sheet. Now, you notice right here, I started with a blank sheet. And when I did this feed up here in the settings, it created a sheet called Bitcoin price for me. You could literally just delete this sheet that was already open. So if you click a sheet and start the process here, it's going to create another sheet for you per coin. It's never going to put it into the sheet that you've selected or started. So don't start titling all this and all that stuff and thinking the feed's going to come in here. It's not. It creates its own standalone sheet. Now, every time this refreshes, this data refreshes, A and B, these two columns right here, they're dead. Don't put anything under here, because as this changes, it'll squeeze this stuff into an exact line with this. So don't try to do any design work here. Do all your design work after that. So if you want to put a title right here and a chart right here and a note section right here, or any of the little ladder sheets that I've provided in my templates that you can go download, and you want to copy and paste them into this feed, or you want to bring this feed into that sheet and all that stuff, that's how you kind of design your Excel sheet after you bring in the live price, because this is pro forma. It's just set. So what you have right here is you have the actual live price. You have all this data is now live data. 49872. Let's go live and see if that's right. 49641. So if this right here is now new, let's do this. So you got this right here, 626, as fast as you can. You come over here to data and just click refresh all. And this number should change right here. We're looking for this number right here to change. And you can see your queries. Just click queries and connections right up here. You see this spinning right here? Oh, you can't see it. Let me see this. You see this spinning right here? That's spinning still. It's still loading in. Once this is done loading in the price, and sometimes it'll also with Excel, it'll get hung up, if you will, and you just refresh it again and it'll work. So like right now, if I was to click refresh all, I just reset the refresh. And sometimes it takes not a couple minutes, but a few seconds or a minute, whatever the case may be, depending on your connection. This right here will change this price right here, because this is right here. If you look at this, okay, so right here, click this little X right here and click refresh. Hopefully that'll work. There it is. Okay, so it loaded in. So now we have the new price. Well, I hope that's the new price. Let's try it again. See if this changes right here. Yeah, it's changing. 854. See if it changes this time. Sometimes you'll see a little red X right here. You can cancel it. Didn't load, and then just click it again and see if it gets there faster. You got to toy with it sometimes, because, okay, so there it is. 10 rows loaded. As long as those rows have loaded, you've got a live price going on here. You've got live data coming in right here. Now, you can do as many of these as you want. It'll start to get a little bogged down the more that you do. I usually have about 25, 30 running in a workbook at any one given time. But that's the process on how you do it. And just to show you again, you're at the home page. Let's say you have a clean workbook. You just go up here to the top. Let me make this a lot bigger. You really see it. Okay, so go to data, get data from other source, from web. Make sure you come, let's go here. Let's go to Ethereum. Grab it. And as a matter of fact, let's do this. We'll just go to CoinMarketCap. We'll do the same thing. Totally different service. Ethereum. Copy. Back to Excel. Paste the URL for Ethereum's live price. Okay, so you see many different options here now. So what you're looking for is Ethereum price today. Just makes sense, because that's what you're going to get. You can look at all these other ones, but this is what you want. Click load. Different than the CoinGecko feed. Now you can see over here, we're getting it loading in. Okay. All right, let's bring it up. Boom, 4032, 4015. It's close, because this is changing at its certain speed, you know, faster than this is coming in, because it's lagging behind by a few seconds. So there it is. You got your live price feed now for Ethereum and all of its pertinent data, and you can refer to all this data however you want in your sheets. So that's all I wanted to cover today. It was a really quick hit. And I had said in a previous video, and if anyone asks me how to do this, I'm going to show them how I do it. So somebody did ask, and I am showing you how I do it. Setting up for next week, the videos I'm going to be coming out with are Fibonacci retracement tools on the TradingView charts for my crypto investing strategy for technical analysis. I'm going to have a couple links to a couple guys that I got some good information from that I think do a way hell of a lot better than I probably will do. However, the way I use it is very local, meaning the price targeting that I'm targeting is within a 4 to 12 hour window, and this is specifically for my day-ish trading schedule, not for long term. For long term, it's a whole different situation. But I am going to show how I use next week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'll put up 3 videos next week. Starting on Monday, I'm going to use live charting with live prices, Fibonacci retracement tool, and show how I use it. I'll give a brief showing of why people use the Fibonacci retracement, the different levels of it. I can show real quick just a little sneak peek of exactly what I'm talking about here. And what I'm talking about here, let me go over to this. Let me show you this. So what I'm talking about is right here, is when you draw your Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so let me go to a different coin. Let's go to Litecoin. And let's do this, and let's bring this down, and let's just do this real quick. So I'm going to show you my methodology. So if I have a low here, let's say, and I'm looking for a local high right here, right there, I'm going to click that right there, boom. And so, and even if I'm going to drag this out, let's just drag it all the way out like that. Okay. So what I'm looking right here, and of course you got your golden pocket, which I'm going to show right here real quick, which is this area right here. This is a very crude drawing right now. But you see this right here, this golden area, this is called the golden pocket, which is between 61.8 and 65% on a retracement, up or down. This is mainly down is where I use it. So I've got a local high. I got some, I mean, I'm not really doing this. This is more support. But let's say this was my support and this is my resistance. Okay, so I got my support and resistance built in, and I figure out where it's at. Then I draw my fib retrace going up, and I look at this right here. This is now the support line I'm looking to break. If it hits this and comes down through these right here, look what's starting to happen right here. Even as crude as this is, this right here is showing you support at the golden pocket level, which I'll explain on Monday. And then it's coming back up and it hits the 23.6, another big indicator. Boom, and it resisted it right here and pushed it all the way down past and through. So if you were, this is 100% retracement right here. It's beyond 100. This is no longer a retracement. This is a massive pullback. So you've hit resistance and dropped below the 100% point of where you started. So now you're way under here. So you'd actually draw a new support right here. Okay, because it bounced off of this area right here and it came back up. And now what it's having a hard time doing is it's having a hard time penetrating this line, which is the 78.6. It's having a hard time busting through this, obviously, and it's well below the 20-day moving average. So we're in a downtrend, obviously. This is not above the 20-day. We're having resistance way down here. This is definitely where Litecoin is right now in a very local 4-hour charting method. So what I want to do is kind of just, I mean, that's just the quick and dirty about, don't take anything I just said for anything whatsoever. I mean, I'm just throwing at you where I'm going to start moving the videos to starting next week. I'm not going to be so much talking about, here's how you do this and download this and how you do this and this is what this means and that's what that means. Those videos are now memorialized on my channel in a playlist called Tutorials. You can go there, watch, get information. People can comment. If you comment and tell me that you want to know something else that I didn't cover, if I can, I will. If I can't cover it myself, I'll definitely provide you with links to people that can. There is an enormous amount of resources out there that are really, really good at what they do, and I'm tapped into who they are. So if anyone needs something specific and I can match up what you're looking for with who does that really well, I definitely will provide that for you. Most importantly right now, what I want to start doing is, again, I memorialized my content looking backwards. Now what I want to do going forward is I want to start attacking the market and showing how I'm attacking the market in real time. And when I say real time, other than an actual live stream, my real time will be within 24 hours because I work off of a 4-hour chart, a 12-hour chart, a 1-day chart. I very rarely go to anything less than a 4-hour chart unless I'm looking for a very, very specific quick hit. I'll drop down to the 15-minute at the most, and then I'll work my way back up to the 4-hour. So I'm basically between 4 and 24 hours in my local price action, and I want to start memorializing that, charting that journey, if you will, in videos so that people, if they come across them, can glean some kind of support from what I'm doing, right or wrong, and helping themselves in this journey themselves. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Real quick, go back, rewind the video if you want to see how to input very simply any live feed link for your Excel sheets. That's now been covered, and now you have the tool to bring in live coin prices to any of the sheets that I've suggested. You go download at luxitam.com, link in the description below. There's a couple other things just real quick to clean up. You can always go to Twitter if you want to and check out at Luxitam1. You can go and find me over at YouTube, which is where we are. You can go over to Instagram, same thing, at Luxitam. And of course, Facebook, I'll always put a link there to the most current content that I've published. After that, next week, again, going to cover the live stuff, going to get into price action, going to get into some How am I balancing my portfolio going forward? Getting warmed up for the summer run of who knows what it's going to be. DeFi, NFT, I don't know. Looking into that very hard, looking at a lot of launch pads and IDOs coming with the Cardano cards and with Polkadot, with their Polka starter system and all that stuff. The Binance chain, obviously, a few others that I'm looking at. Where's Ethereum headed with their proof of stake progress, et cetera, et cetera. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Hope you enjoyed. See you later.